It's the 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Welcome, everybody. This is 2K Sports with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We're bringing you the Chicago Bulls out at United Center as they'll face off against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Checking out Cleveland, they are clearly amped up for this one and determined to have a strong showing from the get-go. They feel this is a game they can win and want to establish that pace early on. We're going to be checking out Jimmy Butler in this one, a player who has really made the most out of his talent the last few years. How much have we seen, though? How good can this guy be?
Let me tell you something. This guy has a big frame as any other two-guard in the league. He's taken big leaps and improvement every year in the league, and that's why it's his team now.
You know, I like him for a lot of reasons. I like his pace. I like his demeanor. And he could drop 40 on you.
In a half, like he did last year.
No question.
He dropped 40 and a half.
In a half. I mean, last year.
Yeah.
Wow. Unbelievable.
That's JL in right there.
What's JL in?
Jordan-like numbers.
Oh, not. Ooh.
I never did 40 and a half. I did 38.
I think it was more like IML. Iceman-like numbers.
Ooh.
Hey, 1,364.
I know.
Times you talked about yourself. Tip-off approaches. We'll see you later.
Gotcha.
We're live, the home of the Chicago Bulls, the United Center. Welcome to the Tuesday afternoon broadcast of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, our game analysts, and from the sideline, David Aldridge. And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines, and we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, Cavs head coach Tyronn Lue hired midway through last season. First-time head coach, he played 11 seasons in the NBA and won 2 championships with the Lakers. He spent 6+ seasons on the bench as an assistant coach. LeBron James said there's nothing that he hasn't seen. He's played for Phil Jackson. He's coached with Doc Rivers. He's been all over, so he has experience. Kevin?
Thanks, DA. Certainly a lot expected of everybody in Cleveland. Couple conference rivals going head-to-head. That ups the ante in this one.
A certain amount of, I know you too well. Yeah. I don't like you. We've seen each other too much. The games have been too hard. It's the complete antithesis of what you and I feel for one another, Kevin.
But Doris, having played, having coached, do you really know a team too well? Does that really come with that kind of familiarity?
But yeah, I think sometimes, you know this guy wants to go right if he puts it on the deck. You know that he's going to pull up the jumper going to the mid-range. I mean, there's just so many tendencies. When you've seen a team over and over like we've done here, you get to know their tendencies so well that I'll tell you, the game becomes very challenging.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron and Love, the 2 superstar forwards. Sharpshooters Irving and J.R. Smith are the backcourt duo. And it's Thompson in at the 5 spot. Now here's Love. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. LeBron against Butler. And again, LeBron missing.
You're always surprised when he misses that kind of look, whether the defense is on him or not.
Rondo, no good. Cleveland with the ball. Smith, the pass to Irving. In the corner, it's James. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. LeBron's got himself going with the... Triple, his first basket of the game. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Outside Butler. To the middle. Puts it up from 12. No good there. Good D by Thompson. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And last season, LeBron hinted that he might like to team up with Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Paul. He said he'd like to take a pay cut to do it. And Doris, what do you make of those comments?
Well, I think, Kevin, it's easy to understand why that might rub his Cleveland teammates the wrong way. You know, if that's what he wants, you'd think the best way to handle that might be behind the scenes. But it was a hypothetical presented to LeBron.
Free throw drops for James.
LeBron James is consistent enough at the line where he'll make you pay most times if you're going to send him there.
Wade, right side, trying to get open is Lopez. And there's Dwayne Wade on the assist by Rondo.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Oh, he will take that shot over and over if they give it to him. That's a defensive error they can't afford to repeat.
In transition, here come the Bulls. And stolen by James. And Thompson kicks to Smith. Stolen by Wade. And here's the break. And stolen by Love. Smith against Wade. Thompson. Good D by Lopez.
Outstanding defense. No one wants to get in front of that guy when he's around the rim, but he did a great job there.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. James kicks to Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Well, the awareness that LeBron possesses was on display there. He knew exactly where to find the easy look.
Rondo dishes to Lopez. Gibson setting a pick for Rondo. Back to Lopez. Takes it from 10, and he gets the bucket. Lopez has got his first 2 points. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. In the corner, it's James. Thompson, left side. 13 feet away. Tries again. A shot by LeBron, no good.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
Yeah, he has the innate ability to change shots. What a competitor.
And the city of Cleveland still aglow from their first major professional sporting title in over 52 years.
They waited a lifetime, Kevin. In the end, it was a native son, LeBron James, who returned to lead them to glory. You just couldn't script it any better.
The dish to Love. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Boy, the contest was there, but simply not good enough to impede Kevin Love's vision and ability to make that shot.
Rondo passes to Lopez. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Chicago making some changes. Mirotic comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Grant in for Rajon Rondo. And then for Cleveland, Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Jefferson comes in for Kevin Love. And then Shumpert in there for J.R. Smith. Grant kicks to Wade. And too long on the shot.
Boy, clear breakdown on defense. They're fortunate that he didn't make them pay.
LeBron with it. Now guarded by Mirotic. Fires the three. James, no good.
You know, he's had a tough quarter shooting the ball, but one thing you have to give him, he's fighting out there.
Wade kicks to Mirotic. Inside. Left block shot on the way. And again, Chicago. No good. Jefferson dishes to James. Misses the layup.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Boy, working as hard as he can on the offensive end, and he's willing points for this team.
Chicago making some changes. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Butler. And it's Valentine in for Dwayne Wade. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Williams, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving.
And really, you got to commend the Bulls for the success they've had in the draft. If you look at that roster, you see a ton of big-minute players who were drafted by the Bulls. They've done a great job of finding players to fill roles within that team.
No good from Grant. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Williams passes to Shumpert. That's tipped, and they'll keep possession. Well, the Bulls shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Here's Mirotic, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And with the Bulls and their draft success, a lot of it has come with picks, Greg, later on in the draft.
Yeah, the last lottery pick the Bulls had was Derrick Rose. Not a bad one there. But since then, they've drafted or made trades on draft day to find a ton of rotation players. Give a lot of credit to their scouting department for their continued success. And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Outside Shumpert. Good on the three-point shot. Shumpert's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Boy, just a ray of sunshine, enough for Shumpert to rise and fire and knock down the jumper.
Now Grant. There's a good screen. 3 seconds left. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Cavaliers ahead, up by 8. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every game.
I go back and I'm able to, read the scouting report, and also when I get to the arena, I also watch more film on each and every guy that's going to be playing, guys that I know I may be, matched up against, throughout the night. So I'm not surprised by anything if it happens throughout the game. So it's a lot of preparation that goes in, to just one game, just trying to get one win, but that's what it takes to win good.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there or caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't. But he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
Their thoughts coming in were push the ball, get the defense back on its heels, and take advantage.
Mirotic and Gibson up front. Valentine out there with Grant. And it's McDermott in at the 3. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter.
After draining a three-pointer in the first, he's been unable to capitalize since.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
He knows it. He just got locked into scoring mode and couldn't get out of it.
And Dunleavy gets it to go in. Well, Doris, to get through an entire NBA season, you got to be tough. I mean, physically tough, mentally tough. Which do you think in the league right now exude and show you night in and night out that kind of toughness?
Well, the guy I marvel at in terms of the ferocity with which he plays, it's Russell Westbrook. And I don't think I've ever seen that dynamic a player at the lead guard position. The athleticism, the ability when he gets to the rack to just it's an assault on the rim.
Confidence, too. I mean, your confidence has got to be just boundless, don't you think?
I mean, to believe that you're the best player in the league. And I think it, to me, is his greatest attribute is his confidence.
I thought Jordan was about the toughest guy mentally and physically that I had ever seen. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest. But what he showed, I think, led his team.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I would agree with you on Michael. All time, that was the baddest man to ever do it. No doubt about it.
The Bulls shooting their second and third free throws tonight. The free throw drops for Grant.
Guys, this guy is 6'5", and make no mistake, Jaren Grant is a true point guard. arguably the best passer in the 2015 draft class.
Tony Snell's checked in for Chicago. Wade comes in for Valentine. Cleveland also making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Fry. Smith comes in for Shumpert. And Irving subbed in for Williams. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And Grant aggressive off the dribble, Doris. He pushes the tempo.
Well, this guy loves to get into the lane, use his size to finish. He also uses that size to see over the top of the defense.
Now, here's Thompson. Count it, his second make in 4 attempts.
And Thompson becoming so good at getting a shot up at the right angle so it can't be blocked.
Mirotic with it. Guarded now by Kevin Love. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. There's the feed to Mirotic. Buries the long-range jumper. Mirotic has got 5 points so far.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Here's Dunleavy. Smith for 3. That shot off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The putback. Here's Gibson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
One thing the Bulls have to deal with that is unique to their franchise, Greg, is a extremely high expectation factor from their fan base.
And when you have a rich franchise history like the Bulls, it's a double-edged sword. Fans can always look back at the great years in the 90s, but they'll always long for a return to those days, and sometimes the expectations can be too much.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Chicago. And both free throws good from Gibson.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin Love had a tough first year in Cleveland, and some thought to maximize his impact, he might try free agency and play elsewhere. But Love said that staying was a no-brainer, max contract and a winning situation. He said it's a great opportunity, going for a championship every year. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. And the Cavs have worked to feature him more offensively. The second effort, Mirotic. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And the Cavaliers so high-powered offensively. They've done a great job of surrounding LeBron James with shooters.
Well, I think, Kevin, you and I both know that's how the league is trending. And the Cavs set records last year for three-pointers made in the playoffs. It's become their identity, and as successful as they've been, I don't see that changing.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Chicago. Jefferson's checked in for the Cavaliers. He's off on the second.
You know, you figured that Dwayne Wade might be a player to finish his career playing for just one team, the Miami Heat, but in the end, things just ended bitterly. Wade had taken less money in the past so the Heat could win titles. I mean, he was done playing for a discount, and the Bulls, boy, did they step up.
Lopez, he's checked in for Taj Gibson. A switch here also for Cleveland. James is checked in. Rondo. And again, no good by Chicago. Jefferson kicks to Thompson. Outside Irving. Shoots the three. The shot comes out. Good D by Rondo. And with the trade of Derrick Rose and the departure of Pau Gasol, it seemed like the Bulls might look to rebuild and go young. Then they reverse course and get Chicago native Dwayne Wade.
And don't forget the deal for Rajon Rondo. They're taking kind of a blended approach. Not a lot of three-point shooting in that backcourt. So it'll be interesting to see how all these pieces fit together.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Well, they talk about basketball IQ, Doris, all the time from a point guard and broadcaster perspective. How would you, I'd be interested in this, how would you define it?
You know, I think you can see a player who has played the game from their earliest. Like, I picked the game up at 7 years old when I moved next door to a park. And when you play the game from that young an age, there's just this natural understanding of the nuance of the game. Like, my son has played golf since the time he was 2 years old. He's been on a golf course. There's a nuance, there's a feel for it that you can't teach. It's been developed because it's been a part of who you are for such a long time.
Here's Thompson after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. LeBron can't get it to go.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
It's about awareness and an ability to get out on the shot and disrupt without fouling. Beautiful.
Now Irving after Jimmy Butler missed from long range. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Battles through traffic and lays it in. And the Bulls lead by 6.
Oh, that's great D there. A little petty larceny as he just picks his pocket and takes it coast to coast for the finish.
If you look at the Cavs offense, I think there's a lot to like. They can shoot it, they're sure-handed with the basketball, and they're very good at attacking the offensive glass.
McDermott's checked in for Chicago. Valentine comes in for Tony Snell. Then for the Cavaliers, Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Shumpert comes in for Smith. And Mo Williams subbed in for Kyrie Irving. We've got 1:13 left in the first half. And Doris, you talk about the offensive rebounding for the Cavaliers with Tristan Thompson and Kevin Love. You've got your hands full.
Oh, Kevin, these are elite players on the offensive glass. And as a defense, it's hard enough containing LeBron and Kyrie. Now you bring help. Their bigs are at the rim cleaning up any misses. What a great recipe for success.
And Jefferson sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Lopez kicks to Butler. Poked away. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Here's Jefferson. And Jefferson throws it down hard.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
And it's Rondo penetrating. And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That's his first foul. Cavaliers trailing, about 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's LeBron, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. James, no good on the free throw. There's 25 seconds left now here in the second.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
To the paint. It's stolen by Jefferson. Basket counts. And the Bulls lead by 2.
You can always bank on him to have an impact with his offensive arsenal.
Williams kicks to LeBron. Lopez with the steal. Rondo. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Bulls lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Tyronn Lue. Tyronn, what problems are you seeing out there?
Just we haven't made shots. We just got to relax. We just got to keep playing.
Thanks for your time, Tyronn. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Kenny Smith, right there. And Shaquille O'Neal, he's right there. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show. Some struggles for Chicago in the first quarter. The deficit for them at one point grew to 8 points in the period. They did not come out of their warm-ups with their A game. They got on a more positive track in the second quarter, coming together offensively and getting enough stops to come from behind and grab a 2-point lead at the half. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, their reserves showed up tonight, not just on hustle plays, but in points. And that's what you got to do coming off the bench to maximize your minutes.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
They did some good things, but not enough. They need to start being more assertive. Go harder to the rim. Generate some free throw opportunities at the very least. Do something.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back to the hustle and bustle of Chicago, a time-lapse view of all the traffic heading toward downtown. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
You know, amazing because they're always a focal point for the defense and always looking for ways to take them out of the game, and that didn't happen in this first half.
Chicago leading. So on the floor for Cleveland, sharpshooters Irving and J.R. Smith are the backcourt duo. LeBron and Love, the two superstar forwards. And it's Thompson in at the center. Here's Gibson, and Thompson sends it back.
That's where Thompson's length comes into play. You think you can sneak a shot over him, but he'll swat it right back at you.
And the shot goes in.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Well, we all know Kevin Love has illustrious bloodlines. His dad played in the NBA. His aunt was inducted into the U.S. Triathlon Hall of Fame. And his uncle was the lead singer for the Beach Boys. It's not bad.
Well, Kevin, that's not too bad is right. I mean, he's always had big shoes to fill, and you see that, I think, in Kevin's approach. He's tremendously dedicated, remade his body with yoga and training at high elevation. He leaves no stone unturned.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it was controversial in Chicago, but the Bulls hired Fred Hoiberg to replace Tom Thibodeau. Hoiberg played for a decade in the NBA, and at Iowa State, he was the fastest coach in school history to reach 100 wins. In Chicago, guys, it seems he's loosened the reins a bit, giving the players a little more leeway to shoot with confidence and air it out offensively.
The players have responded. Thanks, David. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 6.
Yeah, Thompson just so focused. Even with the defense in his face, he still has the poise to be able to knock down shots.
Rondo dishes to Wade. Gibson passes to Wade. And it's Wade slamming it down.
And look, if you're going to allow him to get to the bucket that easily, this lead's going to go from small to big real quick.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. And so it's Cleveland with it. The Bulls getting the bucket. Kicks to Smith for the three. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Now it's a 3-point Bulls lead.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
To the wing right side. Love kicks to Thompson. The kick out to Irving. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Rondo dishes to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Well, he may not be the primary option offensively, but Lopez can give you big games and help you in so many ways.
It's stolen by Wade. Rondo against Irving. Takes the 13-footer. The rebound by Kevin Love. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Here's LeBron. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
Boy, if you're going to challenge him in the lane, you better go strong.
Rondo kicks to Lopez. Looking for Wade, he gets it there. And the rejection by Smith. Lopez against Thompson. It's tipped. Rondo with the steal. Butler from outside. The Bulls keep it alive. Lopez, no luck. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. To stop the drought. Another miss by James. Chicago leading by 5. Rondo kicks to Lopez. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Gibson. They get the rebound. Makes it off the glass.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And the Cavaliers call time here. And so many different personalities in the NBA, Doris. You've gotten to know a lot of them. Who stands out as being some of the great players just to talk about the game within this league?
Well, LeBron James, I think, does a really nice job for me of answering questions in a very thoughtful manner. You'll see him just take a second to process whatever it is I've asked and then really try to give the fan at home a sense of what he was thinking in that particular matchup.
That's good to know. That's interesting.
He's a very, as you know, such a cerebral player, and that translates to the postgame.
We've seen Robin Lopez really having a great game.
Boy, the pace, the flow, the rhythm, it's really remarkable to watch. When he's in this kind of zone, it's a long night for the defenders.
Chicago ends up going with the new group. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Dunleavy comes in for James. Iman Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And Mo Williams subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Dunleavy. Passes it to Frye. Over in the corner, Williams. Here's Shumpert. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Nice shot by McDermott.
You know, the accuracy on that assist was perfect. He hit him in the dead run, exactly where it needed to be.
Williams passes to Love. And they get it. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And, you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
You know, and this is where your leaders need to step up. They need to force a shift in the tide.
Valentine shot good.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
It hasn't mattered what tactic they've used. The inside game, the outside game, quick hitters, patient, whatever. It's all worked.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Mirotich's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 12. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Fry, good.
Just an example of Fry working down low for buckets. Just superb body control when he has the ball in the low post.
And stolen by Love.
And they can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hold it.
Right, which they should. No reason not to use the rest of the clock here.
Grant outside. From downtown, no good that time. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. It's Chicago, leading by 8. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on head coach Fred Hoiberg.
Keep competing, guys. Keep competing. Hey, we made the extra pass all quarter. Great job. Great job. Keep that movement out there. All right, keep attacking, guys. Every time we get into the paint, something good's happening.
Fred Hoiberg smelling blood. Loves what they've been able to do offensively around the rim.
Yeah, I think they found a weakness in the D. Want to keep pounding on it and at least until some kind of adjustment is made by the opponent.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The 4th quarter of play should begin momentarily. The Cavaliers trail by 8. They've got McDermott. Grant is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then there's Valentine. And it's Gibson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Back to Irving, stolen by Grant. Here we go, one-on-one. 18 feet out, and the basket by Wade. Wade's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Bulls. The Cavaliers shooting 40% from the field. Outside Irving. From deep, buries the long-range jumper. Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
Oh, man, not happy right now. You can see he is really hurting.
You know he's devastated, Greg. Having to come out of this one right now and possibly more down the road.
Williams, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. The Bulls also changing it up. Lopez, he's checked in for Doug McDermott. Butler comes in for Valentine. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Grant. Cleveland also making some changes. LeBron, he's checked in for Fry. And Smith subbed in for Mo Williams. They set the screen. Out to Wade. Pass to Rondo. Outside Butler. Pass to Lopez. Knocks it loose. And stolen by LeBron. All alone, and the dunk by James.
Well, this is why LeBron is LeBron, right? His ability to make something happen on defense and finish with flair on the opposite end.
Now here's Rondo. The pass to Gibson. Butler in the corner. Gibson with the screen on Jefferson. Butler dishes to Gibson, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
You know, and I'm not seeing any urgency out of this defense, especially considering the deficit in the score.
The Bulls leading by 5. Rondo with it. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Lopez outside. Shot clock at 6. Wade kicks to Lopez. The shot's good on the assist by Wade.
You know, so easy to admire the way he works at close range. Lopez showing that nice, soft touch.
Thompson, left side. Lopez with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Love's checked in. Wade kicks to Rondo. To the paint. The 10-footer. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Smith. And again, it's Cleveland.
Well, you really like to see Smith go to work inside there, always looking to expand on his game.
Dishes it to Gibson. Back to Rondo. Lopez passes to Rondo. Feeds it to Wade. Wants to get it to Rondo and does. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And the Bulls lead by 7.
The defense getting a little lazy there. You can't give him those shots. He'll make you pay every time.
The drive by Smith takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
Oh, you know J.R. Smith has a love of the spotlight. He just made a huge shot.
Wade dishes to Lopez. Butler kicks to Lopez. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 5th assist in this one.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
Now here is Smith. Wade with the defensive effort. The Bulls leading by 7. That's a 2 from Butler. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I thought for sure he would hit that shot, but his release didn't look good.
The 11-footer, and it's sent back by Lopez.
You have to be a fan of how Robin Lopez refuses to give any shot a free pass. He'll block and challenge anything.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Smith against Wade. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Taj Gibson picks one up. Good on the first, and that brings them within 8.
Yeah, and Smith needs to continue to work on improving his shot from the free throw line.
Shumpert is checked in for Richard Jefferson. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
Shot's good from Butler.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Oh, no doubt. They've struggled to defend with any kind of effectiveness. That's why they're so far off the pace.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He told them flat out, we are turning the ball over too much, guys. We can't keep making the hero ball play. Slow it down, run the offense, and make the safe pass. Back to you, Kevin.
1:35 left in the fourth quarter. And that one, good. LeBron's got 4 this quarter.
Well, even the best defense can't stop LeBron James from draining shots in the paint like there. He is just so gifted that close to the rim.
Down low. Lopez passes to Gibson. And the rejection by Love. Butler against LeBron. Yep, that one goes in there. LeBron's got 9 points here in the second half.
And when he plays with that kind of attacking basketball, almost impossible to stop near the rim.
1:05 left in the fourth quarter. From the high post. That shot, no good. and Cleveland will come the other way.
Well, the clock has become their worst enemy.
They need fast, efficient possessions, and that may not be enough.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And the first of two, no good, heartbreaker. And he does get the second one, and that brings them within 5. Now the Bulls with it. Outside Butler. Gibson the screen. Butler dishes to Rondo. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Jefferson's checked in for Cleveland. Butler against LeBron. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
That's a horrific turnover. There's just no excuse to throw the ball away like that.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Nails it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. Chicago with the ball. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Jefferson against Rondo. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. That's off as well, so he misses both.
Yeah, just a golden opportunity that's lost right there. Now, we still got a game.
Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
JR prides himself on being the man in clutch moments like this.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Seven seconds left in the fourth. Here's Butler. It's good!
You know, didn't have too much separation there, but that's some nice work. Good concentration to nail the jumper.
Timeout called. Cleveland. They're down by 2. 1 second left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win. Definitely doable.
And here's LeBron outside. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Dwayne, you really got on the glass tonight. How did that happen?
Yeah, coach told me to rebound. I've been trying to rebound lately, so just trying to get down there and help our big guys out.
Well, you helped him in a big way, Dwayne. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, seen here. Welcome back for the presentation of Robin Lopez.
He was a marksman from the field tonight. No wasted opportunities. He would just wait right there and strike when he was open. And there were few misses on his part.
Well, he's not usually the guy the fan comes to see, but tonight he was worth the price of admission. I don't know how much they paid Ernie, but I would have bought 10 tickets tonight. The fans were going crazy. That's when he really started to take over the game.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.